If you're watching this video right now, this is not an accident. Something deep within you guided you here. You've always felt different, like you never truly belonged. That's because you are different. You are a chosen one. There is a divine reason your spirit clicked on this message at this exact moment. In the next 22 minutes, I will reveal the 5 undeniable signs that your spiritual awakening is entering a higher realm, and why heaven has accelerated the transformation happening inside you. This is not entertainment, this is a prophetic confirmation of what your soul already knows but has not yet fully understood. If you've been seeing repeating numbers lately, comment 777 below, you'll understand why by the end of this video. Because sign number 5 will send chills through your entire body. It is the moment every chosen one eventually faces, and it marks the beginning of a destiny shift that cannot be reversed. Prepare yourself. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. And today, clarity begins. You felt different your entire life, not because something was wrong with you, but because something was right with you. While others blended into the world around them, you saw deeper, felt deeper, sensed deeper. As a chosen one, you were never meant to follow the patterns of the crowd. You were designed to perceive spiritual truth long before others even noticed something was happening. The loneliness, the confusion, the inner restlessness, none of it was random. These were the early contractions of your awakening. The discomfort you've carried for years has been the signal that your soul was refusing to stay asleep. And now, as your spiritual awakening rises to a higher realm, everything around you is beginning to shift. Millions of chosen ones around the world are experiencing the same spiritual acceleration. This global elevation is not a coincidence, it is a divine orchestration. You are part of a collective movement, a rising wave of awakened souls ignited for higher purpose. If you're feeling intensity, pressure, dreams becoming vivid, or sudden awareness of hidden truths, you are not alone. This is happening to chosen ones everywhere. But let me define it clearly. A chosen one is a soul entrusted with a divine assignment, awakened ahead of the crowd, guided by the unseen, protected by higher forces, and marked for a purpose bigger than this world. As a chosen one, you move through cycles others cannot understand, simply because your spirit responds to realms they cannot perceive. In this video, I will reveal the 5 signs that your awakening has elevated beyond the initial stage and into a higher spiritual dimension. These signs are not theories, they are patterns repeatedly confirmed in chosen ones throughout history. As you listen, your spirit will recognize truth before your mind does. And if anything I say resonates, comment amen below. Doing this activates agreement, and agreement strengthens your spiritual alignment. Now prepare your heart, because what I'm about to reveal is something 98% of chosen ones experience when their awakening is being pulled into a higher realm. Let me now show you the first sign that heaven has been preparing you for your next dimension. Sign number 1, heightened spiritual sensitivity. When your awakening enters a higher realm, your spirit becomes more sensitive to energies, intentions, and unseen forces around you. This is often the first major shift every chosen one begins to feel. This heightened sensitivity is not a weakness, it is a divine activation. As your spiritual awakening ascends to a higher realm, your inner senses sharpen. You begin to notice things before they happen. You perceive emotions behind people's words. You pick up on atmospheres the moment you walk into a room. You feel spiritual truth in your body long before your mind processes it. Why does this happen? Because a chosen one's spirit upgrades before their physical life reflects the change. Your intuition becomes louder because the divine needs your awareness to match your assignment. As a chosen one, you cannot operate blindly. You cannot walk into relationships, environments, or opportunities without spiritual clarity. Heaven sharpens your sensitivity so you can see what others ignore. This sensitivity is not random, it is a sign that your spiritual antenna is rising. Your discernment begins to separate what is real from what is false. Your dreams become messages. Your thoughts become guidance. Your feelings become indicators sent from a higher realm. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose, and your heightened sensitivity is the tool that will protect your purpose. If you've ever walked into a room and instantly felt the energy shift, even before anyone said a word, your awakening is elevating. If you've ever sensed someone's true intentions, even when they were smiling at you, this is spiritual sensitivity in action. If you've ever felt drained around certain people but energized by others, this is because your spirit is detecting frequencies and vibrations beyond the physical level. If you've ever suddenly felt the urge to distance yourself from someone without knowing why, only to discover later that they were not aligned with your path, that is divine protection working through your sensitivity. As a chosen one, you often just know things. You know when someone is lying. You know when something feels off. You know when a door is not for you, even when it looks good on the surface. This is not paranoia. It is perception. It is the sign of a spirit awakened into higher realms. You've probably noticed your body reacting differently too, feeling heaviness when you're around negativity. Feeling chills during spiritual truth. Feeling warmth when you're aligned with your purpose. Feeling immediate discomfort around deceptive people. These sensations are not random physical reactions. They are messages. When your awakening enters a higher realm, your body becomes an instrument of revelation. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose, and if you've started noticing animals reacting to you differently, birds approaching, dogs staring, cats observing, this is another confirmation. Nature recognizes chosen ones before humans do. For many of you, this sensitivity has made you feel isolated, misunderstood, or too emotional. But hear me clearly, as a chosen one, you were not designed to be numb. You were designed to be aware. The deeper meaning behind this heightened sensitivity is simple yet profound. You are being prepared for divine instruction. Chosen ones cannot fulfill their purpose without spiritual awareness. Your mission requires you to see beyond the surface. Your calling requires you to detect deception, recognize divine timing, and identify spiritual attacks before they manifest physically. This sensitivity is heaven's way of strengthening your discernment. It is the sharpening of your spiritual hearing. It is the opening of your prophetic sight. The more sensitive you become, the clearer the divine can speak to you. Signs, synchronicities, angel numbers, they increase because you are finally tuned into the frequency of guidance. As a chosen one, you are stepping into a realm where intuition becomes instruction. Where feelings become signals. Where energy becomes communication. Where silence becomes revelation. This is not an inconvenience. It is an elevation. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. Every chosen one is called to master sensitivity because purpose cannot be fulfilled without spiritual clarity, and clarity cannot come without heightened awareness. Your sensitivity is your strength. Your discernment is your shield. Your awareness is your divine advantage. Here are a few real examples. Example 1. You're talking to someone and suddenly feel a heaviness, even though the conversation is friendly. A week later, their true intentions are exposed. Your spirit warned you before their actions did. Example 2. You walk into a workplace, church, or social event and immediately know whether the environment is aligned or corrupted. You can sense tension others pretend not to see. Example 3. You're about to make a decision, a job, relationship, move, and something inside pulls you back. Later, you discover that choosing that path would have harmed your destiny. That something inside was divine protection. As a chosen one, your experiences are not coincidences. They are confirmations. And now that you understand the first sign, prepare yourself, because the next sign reveals the inner transformation that separates every chosen one from the crowd. This shift marks the beginning of your true elevation. Pause for a moment. If this is touching your spirit, comment yes. Sign number 2, sudden separation from people and environments. When your spiritual awakening ascends into a higher realm, the divine begins removing you from certain individuals, places, and cycles that cannot go with you into your next dimension. This separation is not punishment, it is preparation. A chosen one's elevation cannot happen while connected to the wrong people or the wrong environment. When your awakening rises, heaven begins to rearrange your relationships. Certain friendships dissolve. Certain connections fade. Certain environments suddenly feel uncomfortable. You begin to feel disconnected from conversations, lifestyles, and energies that once felt familiar. Why does this occur? Because elevation requires isolation. Because purification comes before activation. Because a chosen one must be spiritually untangled before stepping into their divine mission. This is the phase where people misunderstand you the most. They think you're acting different, pulling away, or changing. And they're right, you are changing. Not because you wanted to, but because your spirit outgrew what your life was attached to. As a chosen one, you cannot rise while carrying weights you were never meant to hold. You cannot enter a higher realm while surrounded by people who vibrate at a lower frequency. Separation is not rejection, it is redirection. You are not broken, you are chosen. You have a purpose. This separation is heaven clearing your path so you can see your destiny with clarity. If you've ever noticed people disappearing from your life without warning, your awakening is accelerating. If friends you once trusted suddenly drifted away, it was not random, it was spiritual pruning. If you've ever woken up one day and realized a certain group no longer resonated with your soul, it was because your spirit was shifting dimensions far ahead of them. If conversations that once excited you now feel shallow, meaningless, or draining, that's because your soul no longer feeds on the same energy. If you've ever been ghosted, excluded, or removed from circles you wanted to be part of, it was because those circles could not hold the divine mantle on your life. As a chosen one, your separation is divine strategy. You are being protected from people who envy your calling. You are being shielded from environments that would suffocate your gift. You are being pulled away from energies that cannot survive in the realm you're entering next. Maybe you've noticed, your phone gets quieter. Invitations reduce. Your desire for noise fades. Your tolerance for drama disappears. Your interest in meaningless connections dies instantly. This is not depression. This is elevation. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. And for many chosen ones, the separation happens suddenly, almost violently. People who once felt like family feel like strangers. Environments you once enjoyed now feel spiritually heavy. Your spirit rejects what once felt normal. You may not have understood it, but now you do. The divine was removing your attachments before your assignment begins. Because as a chosen one, you cannot rise while entangled. The deeper meaning behind this sign is profound. Your elevation requires purification. When a chosen one enters a higher realm, the divine begins separating them from emotional distractions, spiritual parasites, hidden manipulators, secret competitors, soul-draining environments, old identity patterns, karmic cycles, energetic blockages, ancestral limitations. This separation is heaven saying, you cannot carry this into your destiny. You may not realize it now, but every separation you've experienced has protected your path. Every disconnection has made room for alignment. Every door that closed was preparing you for a divine opening. As a chosen one, your calling demands clarity. Your destiny requires clean surroundings. Your gift needs room to expand without interference. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. This season of separation is the cleansing fire that prepares you for your higher realm. And though it feels painful, lonely, or confusing, it is one of the strongest indicators that your spiritual awakening has reached a higher frequency. This is the divine removing what cannot go with you, so you can rise freely. Here are real examples of this separation. Example 1. A friend you've known for years suddenly stops calling. No argument. No conflict. Just silence. Later, you discover they held jealousy or resentment toward your growth. Heaven removed them before they could sabotage your elevation. Example 2, you go to a familiar place, a job, a social circle, a community, and suddenly feel spiritually out of place. You don't fit anymore because your awakening has risen to a realm where that environment can no longer feed your soul. Example 3, you try to revive old habits or connections, but they feel heavy, forced, or spiritually dead. This is because you have outgrown the frequency that once kept those ties alive. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. Now prepare yourself, because the next sign reveals the inner shift that transforms a chosen one's entire identity. What comes next will activate a deeper recognition of who you truly are. This is something 99% of people never realize. Sign number 3, intense inner transformation and identity shifts. When your spiritual awakening enters a higher realm, your very sense of self begins to transform. This shift happens from the inside out, and it is impossible to ignore. This inner transformation is the moment when your soul begins to rewrite your identity. Old versions of you begin to dissolve. Old beliefs start to feel outdated. Old fears no longer control you the way they used to. As a chosen one, your higher awakening redefines who you are at the core. Why does this happen? Because the identity you built to survive can no longer support the destiny you're stepping into. Your higher self begins taking the lead. Your spirit becomes louder than your ego. Your intuition becomes clearer than your doubts. Your inner truth begins to overpower your past conditioning. This transformation may feel like confusion, but it is clarity reshaping your life from within. You may begin questioning everything. What do I truly value? Who am I becoming? Why do I feel so different? Why can't I tolerate certain behaviors anymore? Why do I no longer resonate with my past self? This is not instability. This is alignment. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. This identity shift is heaven preparing you to step into the version of yourself that your calling requires. If you've ever woken up feeling like you're no longer the same person you were a year ago, or even a month ago, your awakening has entered a higher realm. If you've ever felt an inner pull to change your habits, diet, relationships, or routines without knowing why, this is your spirit shedding what no longer belongs to your future. If you've ever felt like the old you is dying, the version that tolerated disrespect, settled for less, dimmed your light, or stayed silent, that is your new identity rising. You may feel a growing need for truth, a sudden intolerance for drama, a rejection of negativity, a desire for solitude and introspection, a deeper love for authenticity, a shift in what your heart responds to. These are not random preferences. These are signs of transformation. As a chosen one, your spirit is elevating beyond survival mode. You are entering purpose mode. Your mind, emotions, and choices begin to align with your soul's mission. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. You may even feel detached from past friendships, old identities, childhood labels, family expectations, cultural conditioning, false stories you once believed about yourself. This detachment is not apathy, it is freedom. It means your soul is releasing everything that once limited your vision. And for many chosen ones, this transformation feels overwhelming. You may not recognize yourself at times. You may feel like you're in between worlds, no longer who you were, but not yet who you're becoming. But hear me clearly, this in-between phase is sacred. It is the spiritual cocoon where your old identity dissolves and your divine identity emerges. The deeper meaning of this identity shift is profound. Your mission requires a new version of you. Your old identity was built from wounds, fear, survival, and conditioning. But your new identity is built from wisdom, courage, clarity, and spiritual truth. As a chosen one, you cannot carry an outdated identity into a divine calling. You cannot fulfill a heavenly purpose with a broken self-image. The divine is reshaping you for your assignment. This transformation reveals who you truly are, why you were chosen, what gifts lie within you, what your soul came here to do. Your awakening is not random. It is activation. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. Your identity shift means your self-worth is rising. Your intuition is strengthening. Your awareness is expanding. Your energy is purifying. Your spirit is remembering its original design. This is the rebirth of your authentic self. You are stepping into the identity heaven intended for you before the world tried to convince you otherwise. Here are real-life examples chosen ones experience. Example 1. You suddenly stop seeking validation. People who once influenced your decisions no longer carry the same weight. You feel guided by your inner truth rather than external approval. Example 2. Your priorities shift dramatically. You care less about material status and more about spiritual alignment, growth, and peace. What once impressed you now feels empty. Example 3. You begin to recognize your boundaries. You no longer tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or emotional inconsistency. Instead of explaining yourself, you simply walk away, something the old you would have never done. These changes are not personality shifts, they are spiritual upgrades. Now prepare yourself, because the next sign is crucial. It reveals the divine communication that guides every chosen one into their higher realm. The next sign is the most important, do not skip it. Sign number 4. Your spirit begins rejecting the old timeline. When a chosen one enters a higher spiritual realm, one of the most dramatic changes they experience is this: your spirit begins rejecting the old timeline. This is not something you choose consciously. This is not a motivational shift. This is not a phase. This is a divine interruption of everything that no longer aligns with the future God has written for you. It is the moment when heaven overrides the script you once lived by and begins pulling you into a destiny that your old identity can no longer survive. Suddenly, the things that used to excite you no longer move you. The relationships you once tolerated now drain you. The environments that once felt normal now feel spiritually suffocating. Your old patterns feel too small. Your old habits feel heavy. Your old dreams feel outdated. This is the sign that the old timeline, the timeline created by your wounds, your fears, your past choices, and the expectations of others, is collapsing. And the collapse is not comfortable. You may feel restless without knowing why. Detached from your old friend groups. Unable to force yourself into situations your spirit has already left. Irritated by conversations that once entertained you. Emotionally allergic to cycles you used to repeat. Completely done with things you once called normal life. This is the spiritual equivalent of outgrowing a shell. You cannot expand while staying inside what used to contain you. Chosen ones often misunderstand this stage. They think something is wrong with them. They think they're losing motivation, losing interest, or falling off. But the truth is, your spirit is outgrowing your old life faster than your mind can understand. What you feel is not confusion, it's divine rejection. Not rejection from others. Rejection of your old timeline. This is when God begins closing doors you weren't strong enough to close yourself. This is when heaven removes people you would have kept out of loyalty. This is when situations start to break because they were never meant to survive your next dimension. You might not recognize it yet, but you are being pulled into alignment. Every detachment you feel, every discomfort rising inside you, every moment where your soul whispers, "I can't stay here anymore," is a spiritual announcement. You cannot become who you are destined to be while staying where you no longer belong. And this is why the rejection of the old timeline becomes so intense. You are being prepared for assignments that require a higher level of consciousness, purity, clarity, and spiritual authority. When a chosen one enters this phase, nothing from the old timeline feels safe anymore. Because it isn't. Because it's over. Because it cannot follow you into the realm you're rising into. To help you understand this shift more clearly, let me give you real examples of what this sign looks like in a chosen one's life. Example 1. Emotional detachment overnight. You wake up one morning and suddenly feel no connection to a place, a job, or a person you used to be deeply attached to. You try to force yourself to stay engaged, but something inside you refuses. It feels like your soul has unplugged itself. Example 2. Outgrowing conversations instantly. People around you talk about drama, gossip, or superficial problems, but instead of reacting the way you used to, you feel exhausted, almost spiritually suffocated. Their conversations feel low vibration, and your spirit pulls away. Example 3. Losing interest in old goals. Maybe you spent years chasing a dream, a business, a degree, a lifestyle. Suddenly, it has no power over you. The dream wasn't wrong, it was simply connected to your old timeline. Example 4. Physical discomfort in old environments. You walk into a familiar place, a friend's house, a workplace, a social circle, and your body reacts. Tight chest. Anxiety. A heavy feeling. Your spirit is signaling, this is no longer your environment. Example 5. People start exiting your life unexpectedly. Someone ghosts you, distances themselves, or the relationship collapses without explanation. It's not coincidence, it's spiritual removal. Some people cannot follow you into the dimension you're rising into. Example 6. A strong inner pull toward the unknown. You feel called to something, but you don't know what it is yet. A new city, a new purpose, a new identity, the pull is stronger than your logic. That pull is heaven redirecting your timeline. These experiences are not random signals, they are divine recalibration. You don't lose the old timeline because you failed. You lose it because you outgrew it. Speak these out loud. They will align your frequency with your new divine timeline. I release the old timeline now. I am no longer tied to what my soul has outgrown. What is meant for me is rising toward me. I surrender every outdated version of myself. I trust the divine redirection happening in my life. Every closed door protects my destiny. I am aligned with my higher calling. My spirit rejects what is beneath my purpose. I walk forward without fear. I am chosen. I am guided. I am protected. I expand beyond the limits of my past. I move with destiny, not with doubt. I embrace the new timeline meant for me. I am ready for the next dimension. And so it is. Listen carefully, chosen one. When your spirit rejects the old timeline, it is because the old timeline has completed its assignment. Nothing is being taken from you. Everything is being upgraded. You are not losing, you are being positioned. You are stepping into a chapter where old patterns cannot hold you, old energies cannot touch you, and old identities cannot define you. Heaven is rewiring your path, your purpose, and your perception. You are stepping into a frequency where divine timing accelerates, where blessings locate you, where opportunities flow toward you without resistance. The identity you used to operate from is dissolving. The wounds that shaped your decisions are breaking. The ceiling that limited your growth is shattering. The spiritual fog around you is lifting. You may feel like you're walking through a void right now, not fully in the old, but not yet in the new. That in-between space is holy ground. It is where transformation becomes irreversible. It is where destiny rearranges itself around your future. Do not fear the detachment. Do not fear the ending. Do not fear the emptiness. These are the birth pangs of rebirth. Heaven is declaring over your life, you will not return to what I pulled you away from. Your steps are being ordered. Your path is being illuminated. Your future is being unlocked. You are entering a realm where your spirit becomes the architect of your reality, not your past, not your trauma, not your limitations. Chosen one, hear this prophecy: the old timeline has expired. The new timeline is activated. And nothing can stop what God is about to unfold for you. Sign number 5. You begin hearing the call of your divine assignment. Sign number 5 is the most powerful, the most sacred, and the most undeniable. You begin hearing the call of your divine assignment. A chosen one does not choose their purpose. Their purpose chooses them. And when your spiritual awakening reaches a higher realm, something extraordinary begins to happen. Your soul begins receiving instructions directly from the spiritual dimension. Not through logic. Not through external influence. But through a deep inner knowing that was planted inside you long before you entered this lifetime. This sign marks the moment your destiny becomes activated. You begin sensing that you were born for more, far more, than what you've been living. There is a pressure building inside you, a spiritual heaviness pushing you forward, a quiet voice telling you, prepare. Something is coming. This is not anxiety. This is not imagination. This is the voice of your calling awakening inside you. You may begin to feel a rising urge to step into leadership. A sudden hunger for spiritual knowledge. An impulse to help, serve, heal, guide, or protect others. A sense that your presence carries weight. A feeling that you are being prepared for something significant. A pull toward a mission you cannot yet define but cannot ignore. The sign of the divine assignment is not loud. It does not scream. It whispers, but the whisper hits you with the force of truth. This calling begins to reorganize your priorities. Things you used to care about suddenly feel irrelevant, distractions lose their power. Temporary pleasures no longer interest you. Your spirit demands alignment. You might not know the details of the assignment yet, but you can feel the responsibility of it rising inside you. You can sense that your life is no longer random. You can sense that your battles were training. You can sense that your isolation was preparation. You can sense that your pain carried instruction. Chosen ones are awakened early because their assignment requires them to be shaped, purified, and spiritually strengthened before the moment of activation. And now, activation is calling your name. When God is about to elevate a chosen one, He stirs their spirit before revealing their mission. That stirring is what you're feeling. And it is the highest confirmation that your awakening is now operating in the upper realms. Your destiny is approaching you. Your purpose is rising within you. Your assignment is beginning. Here are the most common real-life examples of this sign manifesting in chosen ones. Example 1. Sudden compassion that makes no sense. You begin feeling deeply connected to the pain of others. Not in a burdensome way, but in a way that reveals you were designed to lift, guide, heal, or awaken people. This is the heart of a chosen one being activated. Example 2. Random people start coming to you for advice. Without trying, people open up to you. They tell you their secrets, their wounds, their fears. Even strangers feel safe around you. This is not coincidence, your energy is beginning to carry spiritual authority. Example 3. You feel you're being watched over. You sense protection, guidance, or presence around you. You feel like someone, or something, is directing your path. That presence is your spiritual support preparing you for your assignment. Example 4. Doors open for you without explanation. Opportunities show up out of nowhere. Right people, right timing, right moments, lining up perfectly. This is destiny constructing your path. Example 5. You can no longer ignore your inner voice. There is something you keep thinking about, a dream, a message, a project, a mission, a calling. Every time you try to forget it, it returns stronger. That is your assignment knocking. Example 6. You begin feeling responsible for something bigger than yourself. It's a strange inner pull, the feeling that you are meant to lead, create, uplift, or awaken a group of people. You don't know who they are yet, but your soul knows they exist. Example 7. your gifts start activating spontaneously. Your intuition sharpens. Your discernment heightens. Your dreams become prophetic. Your sensitivity becomes a compass. New spiritual abilities begin rising, abilities you didn't learn, but remembered. All these are signs that the divine assignment written for your life is now unlocking itself. Speak these aloud: my divine assignment is awakening now. I hear the call of my purpose clearly. I am ready to step into the future written for me. I am aligned with my heavenly mission. I trust the voice within my spirit. My gifts are activating. My path is opening. My destiny is rising. What is meant for me will find me. I walk with divine clarity. I was chosen for this lifetime. I embrace the assignment God has placed on my soul. I am prepared, empowered, and spiritually equipped. The next chapter of my life begins now. And so it is. Chosen one, listen closely. When your divine assignment begins calling you, your entire spiritual ecosystem starts shifting. Heaven reorganizes your pathway. Angels reposition themselves around you. Doors that were once locked begin unlocking. The atmosphere around you becomes charged with alignment and acceleration. This is why you feel the urge to grow. This is why you feel the need to separate. This is why you feel the hunger to rise. Your spirit is being summoned. Your assignment is not small. Your assignment is not ordinary. Your assignment is not accidental. You were chosen before you arrived here. Every delay, every heartbreak, every betrayal, every battle, all of it shaped the spiritual strength required for the destiny you carry. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Nothing was meaningless. Your assignment is tied to your resilience. And now, the heavens are releasing a decree over your life. You are entering the season of divine instruction. Your purpose will speak. Your path will open. Your gifts will activate. And nothing will stop what I have ordained for you. You are about to step into the dimension where your presence shifts atmospheres, your words carry power, and your energy awakens others. You are not just awakening. You are being called. You are being prepared. You are being positioned. Chosen one, this is your moment. Your divine assignment is awakening, and it will change everything. Chosen one, now that you've heard all 5 signs, let your spirit recognize the truth that has been calling you. Your awakening is not random. Your elevation is not accidental. Every sign you've experienced has been preparing you for the greatest spiritual shift of your lifetime. Let's summarize what heaven has revealed to you today. Sign number 1, your old environment no longer fits your rising vibration. Sign number 2, your intuition becomes your primary spiritual compass. Sign number 3, your emotional sensitivity becomes a supernatural gift. Sign number 4, your spirit begins rejecting outdated timelines and expired identities. Sign number 5, the call of your divine assignment becomes unmistakable. Individually, these signs are powerful. But together, they mark the activation of a higher realm. As a chosen one, you were not designed to stay in the lower levels of awakening. You were created to rise. To see what others cannot see. To hear what others cannot hear. To feel what others cannot understand. Your journey was never meant to end with awakening, it was meant to evolve into purpose. And now your purpose is entering your life. You are not broken. You are chosen. You have a purpose. Heaven is releasing a prophetic declaration over you right now. Within the next 48 to 72 hours, expect a shift. Expect clarity. Expect alignment. Expect sudden confirmation. Expect the path to open. Your dreams may intensify. Your intuition may sharpen. Your spirit may feel charged with electricity. This is not coincidence, it is activation. The battles you survived were the training. The isolation you endured was the preparation. The spiritual sensitivity you carry is the evidence. And the calling you feel is the announcement, your higher realm has begun. Chosen one, welcome home. You are stepping into the version of yourself you were always destined to become. You are entering the dimension where your presence carries power, where your words carry wisdom, and where your spirit carries authority. This channel is not an audience. It is a family, a gathering of awakened souls fulfilling their assignments on earth. If this message spoke to your spirit, comment 777 to claim this activation. If your heart feels the shift, type Amen. And if you know you are entering your higher realm, write this declaration: I am ready for my divine elevation. Welcome, chosen one. Your awakening has entered the higher realms, and nothing can stop what is coming next.
Like and subscribe.